What's up, world? It's your girl T Fizzle. Okay, I'm tired. It's way past my bedtime, but I am keeping you guys up to date with my weekly vlogs that I told you guys I was going to bring you. And I've been doing a pretty good job. This is like the fourth week I've come out with a video during the week. So anyways, I wanted to get on camera and talk to you guys about the whole Sharmeka Moffitt situation. I had posted this on my Facebook, I believe yesterday. I haven't really been able to chop it up because I've been really busy at work. But anyhow, I didn't really state my opinion on the whole situation. I kind of posted it and I'm like, this is messed up. Check out this story. And I didn't want to do a video on it right away yesterday. I wanted to kind of wait until more information got out there. Because there's a lot of information I was hearing that just didn't sit well with me. And I'm glad I went with my first instinct because it has since come out that this entire story was a fraud. If you do not know who Sharmeka Moffitt is, she is a 20-year-old African-American female who resides in Louisiana. And basically, she had contacted the police. She said that she was confronted at a park by 3 KKK members and that she was wearing an Obama t-shirt. And basically, they were mad that she was supporting Obama. And they then threw some flammable liquid on her and then lit her up. So they basically burnt her alive. And she ended up escaping and, calling the ambulance and the police. And right now she's sitting in critical condition at the hospital. So when this first hit the internet, people were in an uproar. Twitter went crazy. Media Takeout was reporting on it. Several sites were reporting on this, but a lot of people did not have all the facts at that time. It caused a really big racial debate. And that's what I hated because it caused, you saw a lot of people's true colors. Caused a huge racial debate. It also caused this huge political storm. People were saying that, we're blaming Obama for this. Other people were blaming Mitt Romney. And, it's just crazy. And for all this to come out and for it to be a lie is a slap in the face. Basically, the news is reporting that the KKK did not write KKK on her hood, that she wrote it on her hood with toothpaste. They found her DNA in the mixture. They also found other things that indicated that she burnt herself, that it was self-inflicted. They also found her fingerprints on the lighter that was at the scene. So this story is just really, really sickening. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
And thank you for joining us tonight. We are now updating some information on Sharmeka Moffitt, the 20-year-old WINNSBORO woman who was burned to critical condition 2 days ago. We've now learned from our reporting partners, the Franklin Sun, that the WINNSBORO Police Department are calling the injuries to Moffitt self-inflicted. They say that about 2 days ago she was found, made a 911 call herself to a walking trail there in Citizen Park in WINNSBORO. They say, though, that the racial slurs that were written on her car in toothpaste had female DNA on them. They also said that all indications right now in their investigation point to the fact that she, in fact, made these wounds herself, and these are all self-inflicted. Now, we have Ty Russell as well as Victoria Shirley working on this story for team coverage. 20-year-old Sharmeka Moffitt is still in the LSUS Burn Center. Our team coverage tonight begins with our Ty Russell, who joins us now with an update. Ty?
Mark, Louisiana State Police say DNA evidence on a charcoal fluid lighter bottle shows that Sharmeka Moffitt's burns were self-inflicted. They also found her fingerprints on a cigarette lighter. Police say she also wrote the letters KKK on her car. Police are not clear yet on a motive and don't know why she did this to herself. As far as charges go, police say after they finish their investigation, they will hand over their findings to the district's attorney's office. The DA will determine whether or not Moffitt will face charges. The Franklin Parish Sheriff is asking the community to have compassion.
I think we still, as a community, as we were when we felt that it was a tax situation, our community was coming together. They were coming to support her. And from all sides, and we should continue to do that.
Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and in my opinion, this chick is a few eggs short of a dozen. Anybody who would purposely fabricate a story like this, and then on top of that, pour flammable liquid on themselves and then light themselves up is crazy as hell. I think that's the saddest part of the story is now this girl wanted all this attention. She got it, but now she's in critical condition and could possibly die from her third-degree burns. This reminds me of the acid lady who claimed that a jealous black woman, threw a thing of acid on her, but yet and still only a few spots on her face. I cannot stand liars and I cannot stand attention whores. This might come off as harsh, but I don't think there should be any more visuals for her. I think she should have to pay her own hospital bill. This should not be a burden on the state of Louisiana. People could have lost their lives behind this fuckery. Because I know a lot of people, I saw a lot of tweets where people were threatening white people. People were threatening other races. It turned into a huge race debate. What if an innocent white person had gotten killed because of this story? I mean, at the end of the day, we need to realize we're all human beings. And because somebody perpetuates something, you can't take that out on a whole group of people. So the whole situation to me is just sickening. Her family has since come out and apologized on her behalf. But I just think, the damage is done and it shows you how much racism is still in this country. Anybody who thinks because we have a black president that there's no racism is sadly mistaken. Because I see racism on a daily basis, at least once a day. Like I tell you guys all the time, I'm called the N-word. So racism is not going to die in America until the topic is put out there and people stop walking around with blinders thinking we live in this kumbaya world. And this is just crazy. This is the main reason why I'm not into this whole political season. It's just turned into something really fucking ugly and it irritates the hell out of me. You have these Mitt Romney supporters, you have these Obama supporters, and it's almost not even about the presidency anymore. It's almost like this huge mob mentality. Just the other day I was sent a news article about a 9-year-old who got booed by adults because she was in favor of Mitt Romney. It's almost like you can't even have an opinion no more. If you wear an Obama t-shirt, you risk getting attacked. That's crazy. If you say that you want to vote for Romney, you risk getting threatened. It's almost like we don't even see each other as human beings anymore, that we're just ready to attack and hurt people based on some fabrication. Another thing I want to say is a lot of these rumors came about because of these blogs, because of irresponsible media and irresponsible journalism from, websites like Media Takeout and other websites. And I'm not just trying to blame them, but it's a lot of websites who ran with this story. Nobody did any type of investigation. No one wanted to wait until the police came out and said something. And I knew there was something fishy when they were saying that when they found her, she did not have on an Obama t-shirt. Where did the Obama t-shirt rumor come from? So I feel like a lot of blogs are just trying to stir stuff and start things, just to get hits to their blog. But the irresponsible journalism can really cause a negative effect. And I think if we're going to report stuff, we need to be truthful about it. Granted, people are going to lie. Granted, people are going to make up stories. But again, we need to hold off, get the full facts before we jump on any particular bandwagon. I think this girl needs, if she heals up, and I hope she gets better, I think she needs to see a psychiatrist. She obviously has, deep-seated issues for her to want to burn herself alive and then, basically tell her story, this whole made-up story. The whole thing is just really, really disheartening. So I want you guys to go ahead, leave a comment. I want to know if you guys were affected by this story. What did you think when you first heard this story? And how do you feel about this story now that it's come out to be a lie? So go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. All right. So one more thing before I bounce and go to bed. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and you guys know what that means. That means Blog Talk Radio. I've been having a ball these past, 3 weeks. It's going to be our 4th week on Blog Talk. So make sure you join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be talking about the whole Sharmeka Moffitt situation. We're going to be talking about the Zoe Saldana situation. So we're going to be talking about a wide range of topics tomorrow. It's not really a set topic. We're just going to be talking about a lot of news stories and just whatever's on our mind, whatever you guys want to discuss in the chat room. So make sure you join me at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to get it in tomorrow for at least an hour or two. All right. Deuces.